Okay, so we're talking
You're
to...
back. Good.
That
What?
was it, Joyce. She'd given us a new mission to go and investigate all the dodgy drug dealings that are going on via the harbour, I believe. Where was it? Someone's using raw ingredients to its speed draft. That was it. That was it. I had to go and track down the drugs coming in. I need to get a map as well. Acquire a copy of the city map. Okay. Well, for now we'll head back towards the drivers. See if they have anything to say. Of course, I just went this way. Right. Okay, so I'm slightly more artistic. We'll give this a spin. Fail. Why must we stop and we have business to attend to. Damn right we do, Kim. That's what we can do. Before we go and before we go and look at the drivers, we were going to go and look at apartment 28, I believe it was, which is where Martin Martinez is holed up. Hey, some loose change, always good. Thought I'd already cleared this place out. God, I don't want to get to those bottles. They'd be worth at least $1. The door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Reaction speed, number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony. Yeah, we got that. Nobody answers. Looks like the young man we're looking for isn't home. I think our best chance is to catch him in the evening. That's fair. He looks around taking in the cold spring air. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 PM? How does that sound? Smoker on the balcony, this is where he lives. He might know something about the murder, so tomorrow at 9, right? Don't worry, it's mostly all still there. You can remember things. You got this. Yep, fine, tomorrow at 9. Probably gone. And if we keep knocking. Eventually, someone might answer. Or they might not. Fuck him. Right, okay, I guess it's the drivers first then. Back through here, right? Through the gap to our right brings us down on the ground. I think we then need to loop all the way round. In order to get back out. I could do with knowing where we sell those bottles to as well. That'd be useful. Start making some money. Okay, we've got nothing to do around here. Tempted, but let's specifically go back.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Snow limbo. Oh man, me and Narcotics go way back. Holds his hands behind his head and leans back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? Yeah, I guess. But he pauses, letting the memory dissipate. Those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? D finance. I need to get high. Let me get straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs. Do we trust him enough to just be that blunt, though? The lieutenant steps in. We have a credible lead, sir. Someone in on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbour to load onto their lorry and drive it to Jamrock. Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks all up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed towards a conflagration. Wait, why then he's still hanging around? Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade? Let's ask why he's here. Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo. It gives me time to work on my rhymes. But a rhymesmith, it's quite credible. It goes with his cadence and way of speaking. Yeah, I'd probably buy that. So who's doing the dirty? Look, man, try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions. Yeah, we wouldn't say he's lying, sire. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna try and hit him with some sick shit. Oh! She broke me. She fucking broke me. That's brutal, man, but you know, time will... Oh, stop. He's already mortified. No, Tommy, these are my rhymes. Listen, continued. He's fucked me till I bled. Oh, God. That's, It's not real, guys. It's not my actual thoughts. It's a poem. The case, fuck everything, total doom. Yep. He doesn't know what to say, so he just repeats, yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man. He's not lying, he likes the end. Okay. So I can return to that later, but I need to go to put some stuff in conceptualization. Alright. Now we need to try and find other people smuggling the drugs. Maybe it's that dinky little old lady. Ooh, it's over here. Wife beater. And have a look in here. Almost $1. Hey, old lady.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where
Bam,
am I?
bam.
Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jogged her back to reality. I was hoping you could tell me. You alright, man? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in the traffic jam. In the 50s.
He adds with contempt. When else
Back
would you
in
have been?
Mefke, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and coffees are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a nearby Deiro picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro.
Okay.
Until you come along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Fair enough. Sorry to interrupt your daydreaming,
I wasn't
man.
dreaming. I was there, low man. It was early spring, and the mine behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Mefke, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation in the Isola of Mundi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and as of recently an outcast due to its tilt to the far right. Fuck me, this place is just filled with arseholes from the sounds of it. I don't care. Right,
Why
questions.
not, Rife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
You seem like a woman who knows stuff about drugs. We'll ask what she's hauling first. Diamonds, no chance. What do you really have? Hauling. Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. You don't check? I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. She smiles a careless smile. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. Glass, grass or ass. Nice. She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason. Oh, it's so much more than high where I go to. Arife? Arife, I'm gonna go with. It's low. I'll go to the bottom. Yep, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. Sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later. What if it's contraband? He doesn't give a shit. Bad hand Menegildo. His bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people. Fair enough. Right, you look like an lady who knows about drugs. What do I need drugs for, lawman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare. The adversary? Yes, there is a protagonista. Gestures to the intersection. And an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole. Interesting. Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest. So how do I get some of that? If you don't know... She flicks her wrist in a gesture of general dismissal. Oh, casual dismissal. What is it that you're hauling? You're May, lawn man. What of it? Okay. Right. Are you smuggling drugs? Her shoulder bones crack as she shrugs. Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me. You said earlier you don't know. Just this month I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, lawman? I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. Diamonds, lawman, obviously. Didn't ask you about diamond. This woman is fucking with me now. Skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Interesting. So she's going to point me back at him. Also, he's the only one I can see from here. That's correct, no visibility of any others. Right, where do you want me to go? I think we're done here. Yeah, I think we are too. Yes, go! Enough jumbery. I need to get back to Mesk. The voice trails off. Bitch. Ooh. I'll have some of that. Is that free money? Yep. Rad Factory of Magnets and Miracles, U49. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy, Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. Let's have a look in the window. Hey, experience. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, sticker, insignia. What's the insignia? The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honour, strength and purity are glued to various panels. Anyone who uses buzzwords like that, they're a bad guy. How about the back seat? Reception site. Back end of the cabin. There's a small perch to sleep. Large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. Front cover features a large muscular man. The title reads The Man from Yeldar in the Lost City of the Pygmies. Racist nationalist paraphernalia. See? He grits his teeth. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. What about the back seat? Ah, it's just the same. Got it. Think the lorry belongs to our tough guy? Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is, drapes it all over his machine. So is this arsehole? I assume it is. Right, still got the big main dude who gave me pretty much nothing. We can read through the bins for a little bit more. I'm gonna pump my morale back up. Let's talk to this piece of shit again.
Looking for something?
You're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. He takes a long drag on a cigarette. Why not? You know where that shit comes from? Saramisa, Safra, Iamara. They take the money from our local junkies here, then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. This guy's a complete arsehole. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez. Listen, I agree, it's our responsibility. That's all I needed to know. His logic makes sense for how much of an arsehole he is. It's twisted and backwards, but it links in with what you'd expect. So, tell me a bit. Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe. Tribe, you arsehole. So you're telling me that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B? I don't know shit. If I did, I wouldn't tell you. Puffs on his cigarette. Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most of the other camioners have left. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like cancer. Wow, what an arsehole. There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby. I did see one white lorry with trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened? Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Whirling in Rags when some kipped boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. He takes a long suck on his cigarette, appearing to savour the taste. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. What a shame. If they were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry? Fair. If you're at the Whirling, how do you know? What, aren't we allowed to say if it's kips who do all the stealing around here? It's not rotor science, man. If you're not doing it, then who is? Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealing, that beady-eyed South Samaran. He spits on the ground. His little business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Who's that? He's the Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer's stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on a Humanox lorry. Where do I find him? Just follow the smell. It smells like apricots and oil when you're nearby. The lorryman lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humour. Yes, yes. Where is he? Looks like I offended your partner here. He doesn't look at the lieutenant. Too bad. Sealing's usually a bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him, just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars, it's in their blood. He nods in a sagely manner, then another puff on that cigarette. Easy man, alright, 100%. I wouldn't be so sure of it, not until we've heard what Sealing has to say for himself. Guess we need to pay him a visit. Guess so. He grins contented with himself. Give me a cigarette, dude. You're smoking one right now. It's my last one. Can I get a drag of that then? Sorry, all done. He puts the cigarette out, flicks it down towards the street. Fuck, I order what? Looks at you coolly. Sorry I couldn't be of help. Let's go around that circle in. You hiding smokes from me? Right, never mind. Okay, so let's skip down towards the bay. See if we can find this Sealing. Give me free stuff. Nice. Ooh. Gloves. Nice. Oh, actually, I may as well. Yeah, screw it. Bumps up my logic. I lose a bit of authority, but at least I've got something in every slot there. Give me more stuff. Bottle. Neat. Right, who lives here? Boys pawn shop. Fast cash for faster time. Hopefully this is where I can sell my my plastic bottles. Whoa, there's a lot of crap in here. Some kind of machine. Antique cash register. Bust of a woman. Film projector wearing it away. Sawed off streetlight. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among the sorted lamps. Let your gaze run over it. The light pole has been carefully cut and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room. Where did you get this? It was brought to me by Altered. Oh, sorry. It was brought to me to be altered. Kim leans in. We're not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it. Is it a street light? Yes. His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide. Fair enough, dude. Let's have a look in here. Okay, you see the... What's that noise? Or is that the cash register? You see rows of tiny soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table, some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms, just like me! All are stern and unyielding. Okay. Can we try this? Let's go! Sweet. Why, what's this? Headless man riding a horse? Headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say farm? What's this? Show it to the shopkeep. Oh, that's the Headless Farm Rider. Who? The Headless Farm Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a farm tracksuit. As you can see, he's missing his head. He points to the decapitated figure. 50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it or something. That's part of the story. There's many interpretations. Logic. He lost his cap and he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head. You know what? We'll have it. Headless Farm. Cool. Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you. Make around the balcony. Return at 9. Report back to... Ah, really? I had to do that to complete the quest. Interesting. Maybe I can give that to Fucko. Stand on you to a shelf of boomboxes. Boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well travelled. One especially catches your eye. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you find it. How about that machine just there? It's the Harman Welshie W02, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, he says. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. It'll set you back 12 real. Yeah, go on. We'll take it. Now I think maybe we can then combine that with the tape we have.
It's not often that I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise we had creepy voice.
What can I do for you?
He asks. His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shake your head. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't really had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about the inconsistent law enforcement.
That was weird, the audio cut out.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
People who are clearly inhabited by demons.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Yep, quite the collection.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light. Entertained, he might be high. If he is, what's he on? Come on, come on, come on! Bash! Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pirhalodion? Pirhalidon. Pirhalidon. Could be. We'll go with that. It's tough to come by. What's that? A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow. Is it just you, or is it really warm in here? Or is it just me, rather? Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. Let's start subtly. I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature. Okay, no judgment, just curious. It's pretty obvious that you want something. I probably did loads before I lost my memory. Let's give him the wink. Pirhalidon. Pirhalidon, we'll go with that. Pirhalidon is just something since the People's Pile disaster, he coughs, if to mark his words. It was the emergency relief brigade, had to take it for radiation sickness. He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days. That's based on my pain threshold. That is a horrible image. The People's Pile? What's that? Tell me more about it. It must have been tough radioactive cleanup. Yeah, we'll go with the sympathy. He hesitates. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment and early deaths, cancer mostly, and we knew all that was coming, even as we were cleaning up as best we could. Whose fault was it that the generator failed? No one's. Everyone's. He sighs and shakes his head. So much bitterness, I agree. Bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? I'm not going to ask about the pile. Tell me more about the brigade. He points at the white triangle on his orange safety jacket. We're an all-volunteer force, self-organised, tried to help the fire brigade contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy, the Esperance. Didn't have the heart to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick. He looks at the spiralling lights and stops. Ask about the People's Pile. A bad idea. Some poor leftists built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. I mean, that's just never going to work. It malfunctioned. Hey, no shit. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too. How'd you end up in this place? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. I need to decide whether I'm doing voices or not. Later my second aunt died. Left me this shack and assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinet. People told me, don't go there, it's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear meltdown. I'm going to get as far from Foulborg as I can. Still in the same city, but... Fair enough. Cheers, dude. I like theory more than story. Outward movement, not vortices. Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man. What about selling stuff? So... Is any of this stuff useful, though? Oh, I don't have anything to sell. Ooh. So I asked about any guns, like cop guns. Someone else came in earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple of days ago. Shit, I pawned my gun. Yeah, this is a pawn shop and it did feel like you've been here before. Oh god. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert. Was the buyer a policeman too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive. But I was just happy to get rid of it. And her. I wonder if it's the artist. Truth be told, she was terrifying. Right, so let me get this right. The lieutenant turns to you. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it. There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante. I don't like it either, or if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia. You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her. Okay. Any idea where I can find her? No idea. Or where she went. Needle in haystack. There's nothing you can do about it now. You just have to hope you look upon her somehow. At least now I know I lost my sidearm. Gained experience. Played set course, it's in working order, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. Cool. Care to share a bit? Have you tried it before? The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire. I think I've tried it once and liked it. I haven't. I ride the pyro every day. Every day? He tilts his head, studying you, then nods. You look the part. Here you go, man. He presents a large cap-shaped object in the palm of his hand. Very odd looking. Yes, darling. That's the coalition government attained Pyrholidon. Thanks, man. He looks down, of course. Well, sweet. You might be able to help. Know anything about the recent hanging? No. Alright, that's all I got. Okay, bye. Right, that's not a bad place for it to stop actually with that autosave. Interesting. I think we've got a couple of different avenues opening up. In terms of who's selling the drugs, I got no idea. Didn't get anywhere with that. But I think we've got a step closer with the gun, so maybe that is the artist. We've got a toy that we can potentially bribe Kuno with. We could pay back the guy who runs the hostel. We've got a few different things we can do. So we'll pick those all up in the next episode. So I'll cut this stream into two and see you in the next one. Cheers.